welcome back. We're now on episode 54 of the walkthrough. We quite literally ran out of time, so I just stopped here and started recording immediately. So we were working our way up to the church. Like I said, I literally ran out of time to the last second of last episode. On your way up, grab your bell bearing here for your somber stones. So now we can get somber and regular stones 1 through 6. Need 2 more bell bearings for sombers and 1 more for smithing, and that is actually going to be at Fair Missoula, which we will be going to as soon as we finish up Mount Top of the Giants in 2 episodes. So, let's go and add our here. I want to say it's our second to last one. Yeah, I think we still get 1 more. We already did the cave, so from here, as soon as you leave the church, guys. Damn, how far are we from level 41? Do it. Faith a little bit higher. And like I said, we should at least be 50-50 by the end of the game. I do believe we can hit 55-55 both our damage stats. Now that's with, going all the way up to 30 endurance and 50 on health, which, I typically would only go about to 40 on health for the base game. So we go this way. Your dog, grab your runes. Even though it's towards the end of the game, these runes aren't really getting that much bigger, It's not like we're getting new heroes runes up here. We're still getting 6. I think there's even a 2 or 4 over here. What the fuck? Yeah, 7. Nothing too big. Alright, there should be a Spirit Spring. Now this is going to take us up to a pretty hard Evergel. I do believe this is the second hardest Evergel, as Electro, I do believe this is the actual hardest one. Another good thing about this episode is this will complete the Pyromancy build for Strength Faith. And, like I said, we could all do our thing, but since I suggested this build, I do feel like, I should follow it through to the end and show you guys how to completely put this together and why. Now, there'll be 1 more incantation you get from the final boss, but it misses so much that, I think it's better to not use it. So if you have trouble with Bite, just do this. Watch your stamina. Don't run out of stamina here. If you're out of stamina, you can get critical attacks. But the sense will bounce off. So wait for your bar's full. Okay, spammy. I do believe he can heal, so we got his up first. I wish we got this spear from him too, but we don't. We got his frenzy flame spear. That's about where his health was. Throw a stun at him. Ooh, bitch. So that's that legendary incantation. We got all the way back at the Yarnia, and I wanted to show it to you guys for that long. But you do need 41 faith to use it. That gets you Pike's Dragon Bolt, which will imbue your weapon with red lightning, like from the ancient dragons. And then obviously his armor set. And I did mention, towards the end of the game, every NPC, everybody you fight's giving you a fucking armor set now, It goes from no armor for the first whole half, the first start of the game, to now everyone's, oh, armor, have my armor. It's where the hell were you at the first 25 hours of my playthrough, But yeah. So that's the freezing lake we came up from. Now we're going into this camp here, which leads up to a fort, which has the prayer book. We want to complete our build. Like I said, there's 1 more flame incantation you can get after this, but it misses so much, it's hard to recommend. It's badass, it does a lot of damage. It puts the fact that if you see me to fight up here, you get a shield from in our prayer book. She doesn't. It's you bend over, you touch the ground with both hands, and then all these flame spouts come up from the ground. But you know, there's gaps in between them, and a lot of times the enemies kind of, you know, escape those, right? So, like I said, it's a little hard to recommend because of that, but when it hits good. So, firstly, when you go up here, oh, and if you wonder about that other path over there, it looks like another camp. Here, let me show you. This just leads you back to that tower, the puzzle tower. If you were to go out that way, oh, there it is. So that's like the other camp over there. If you were to head that way from the Everjail, that just leads you back to somewhere we've already been. So, not really worried about it. Now, I would suggest summoning here. As you notice, we don't have a summon sign yet, but after we proceed through here and take out the first few people, we will. Should be any second. Now, I think it's right past this gate is how it really works. On is after I kill the first few witch ladies, typically let me summon. There it is. So definitely, you know, worth using the summon right now. Because there's a lot of guys in here. And I mean prelates too, and you guys know how much health they have, like right over there. Let's try to take everyone on the backside out first. We're about to go up across like a bridge here in a second. Well, not in a second, after this place. And that is going to give us our last map from Mountaintops of the Giants. And pretty much just lead out to the last boss. And all there is to do is like loose loot, a church with an invasion, to get rivers of blood and a hero's grave. Which is actually a pretty cool one. A lot of good stuff for base strength there, especially. That hero's grave is made for a strength faith build. And Mimic staying on that. So there is a scarab up in one of these trees we need to get as well. He has high fire resistance, so does decent damage. Ooh. Check him out. Remember, they can do fire and blood bombs now, guys. Damn, lady. Yeah, see what I say, 7? Even though they're not that threatening, they really stack on some damage, guys. They really, really, really do. Probably too far away. Yeah. The ground's still burnt. Oh, it's way off. See, that's what I'm saying about the incantations. A glintstone pebble, the starting spell for a mage would have hit him though. Would have hit her. That's the one thing about incantations, like I said, better for mid-range, not range. You know what I mean? I mean, they're phenomenal. They look cooler. They feel better to use in spells. They're badass. They have a lot of different buffs and a lot of different stuff they can do for you. But, you know, a lot of times they're just a little, you know, lackluster with the actual range of them. Where are you? I know. Oh, there he is. He's further up. Please hit him at least. Thank you. We got the scarab now. Acid ward prelates charge. We're pretty much just going around, you know, clearing the rest of these guys out, y'all. That's all we're doing here. Left eye. A lot of times Mimic will fall. He's an idiot. Come on, Mimic. I'd rather him join us in here, but he never really does. Not unless you get, you know, you summon him right before you go in or something. Alright. So from here, we're about to get in the castle. There's going to be, you know, some enemies to fight, but run up the back door first. It's going to let you take out a dog. He's not, you know, coming in behind you. You guys notice this weapon's getting more damage than our other weapon. That's because our build was based around this, you know what I mean? As far as our stats and talismans and upgrades and everything else. Because, like, when you compare it to the other weapons, you notice it's not doing as great. But, you know, that's why. Our whole build is based around this weapon. As this is, you know, the suggested build for first-time players, I said. So, that's why nothing's really competing with this, you know. Like, this thing's just wiping everything out. Everything. I know, even our flask is set up for this. Get your crafts in. Take out the rats. Now from here, you don't know how to get up. I did that first. You grab your stuff. It's actually a ladder just in the bush over here, you know. Off on its own. There are gonna be some of these guys. They look like they're like NPC invaders. I don't know why their names like that, but just regular enemies. They can stack on hella damage though. They really can. I would at least take them seriously. Nowhere close. Alright. I don't know where the hell Mimic just went. As you see, they're worth quite a bit of runes, though. 2,500 apiece. Like, when we get to the Halo tree, like the highest level zone in the game, every enemy there is worth about that. You know, about 2,000, 2,400 runes apiece, every single one. Some are worth 5,000, but yeah, so. As I said, even if, you know, your damage is only at like 50-50 by that point, rest assured, when you get through there, it's probably 55-55. Both your damage stats. As soon as you get up here, go to the left and take the dogs out first. This enemy is very formidable. She can really stack off some damage. As you see, she's really great. Doesn't tap her health. She starts hitting her fire and shit. It's just, you're fucked. Yeah, she's just fucking up, Mimic. He might got her. No, we will. And you get the shield, badass shield. I love it. I just don't. I was gonna actually use this with the Pyromancer build last time I was going through with one. The only thing I don't like about it is how low it is. You know, like it's so low, your whole head's open. But I mean, come on. I mean, and you could actually like, if you're holding L2, you can just move it around and target. Figure out, you know, what you want to shoot. Usually you can move around with it. Okay. Well, regardless, it's a really cool shield, really heavy shield. Definitely one of the best shields in the game. I mean, it's got crazy guard boost, like crazy. So the fingerprint shield, that shield, I forget what it's called, the one-eye shield, and Erdtree Great Shield are, in my opinion, the best 3 shields in the entirety of the game. Guard boost, the other shit they could do, they all do good damage. Even though they're shields, they all have really high guard boost. It's really great protection, you know what I mean? But that's the Giant's Prayer Book. So now we have that. Guess we'll go down. I want to go straight, turn this in to grab our incantations and set up our build. However, we don't want to have to do the whole run back through all those guys just to get to the next side of Grace in our map, you know, so. Go to the outer wall, got our butterflies. To drop. Now we even hit our Scarab and all that shit, you know, so we're good there. Alright, so we're gonna cross this wall. Great Wall of China. No, it kind of looks crazy. It's weird. Oh no, we already did the Great Wall. It's the chain. My bad. This is like where the chalice is. You'll see when we get the map and where the main boss and all that shit is. Where we at in time? Oh yeah, we're only 15 minutes in, guys. This is awesome. So, map. Grace. Damn. Yeah, if we play our cards right, we'll probably just wrap up the whole mountaintops this episode. So now you can see it. You know, that's where we started. Everything over here is a consecrated snowfields. You can see it below off the cliffs, but you can't actually get to it, right? So we've done everything in full, guys. Only thing we have left, like I said, is there's going to be a church. There's going to be a hero's grave over here. There's going to be a church with an invasion. And the skull up here is Ancient Dragon Smith and Stone, your very first. Then really, there's just loose loot in the boss fight, and that's it. So I think we did, in fact, grab our last death root. We either grabbed the last one or it's in the hero's grave. I can't remember because Grank still owes us an Ancient Dragon Smith and Stone. Now I did say there was an extra one, so if you didn't get all of them, there's one more in the path to the Halleck tree. Yeah. And I didn't find it till after I killed Malekith, so we still have one more. So after I killed Malekith, and he is Malekith, I found it. I'm like, fuck, I already killed him, it's too late. Well, it turns out he was still here. You know what I mean? So I was actually still able to get that. Now it's going to take our prayer book, search our vows, finish setting up the pyromancy build. And I think there's only like 2 things here we want. But they're really good. They're actually true ranged attacks. The distance isn't the best. But one does a widespread and one throws a huge ball of fire.
Oh, very well. Heresy is
really fucking cool. Really fucking cool. So, this one, 13,000. Giant's Flame, take thee. And Flame Fall upon them. Definitely spells you want. I guess we could grab O Flame too. I guess that was part of it. We got all the other pyromancy stuff. So now we can go. Yeah, I know we spent a good bit of runes. We weren't the farthest away from level, but rest assured, we'll get them back. You know what I mean? So, now we are going to put together the full recommended build, spells and all. Now, we've had the full build as far as like melee goes. We've had it for a long time, you know? But, it's nice to know we have like the actual full build. I'm trying to think. I don't think we need Flame Cleanse Me right now. But I guess we might as well just keep it on for when we do need it. We're still going to need it eventually, Halleck tree, so. Alright. So, we don't really need that anymore. I like to do this one. This one. Our big hitter. So, there's a kind of like range stuff. Where's the other one? And O-Flame. I'm going to try O-Flame out. I've never messed with it before. Okay, now that is pretty cool, because it can charge up. I'm going to come out here and test them out. I mean, it's just dead guys, but still, if we charge that up, it's hitting for like 800, then here's Flame Take Thee, so big ass ball of fire out. And you can obviously charge that as well. Boom! Look at that shit, 800. Now granted, we need to upgrade our shit more, you know. Really need to upgrade our steel more. And then here's Flame Fall upon them, and that's the spread, which is really nice. Also can be charged. And nice AoE we got going on. Like I said, so as far as the build goes, guys, let's go over all this one more time. Because we're probably going to respec, I mean, for a bit, you know, I'm going to come back to this, but we're going to respec, you know, Dex Intelligence for a while to show off those weapons and that build. So we cover the Dex Arcane, early Dex Int, and then the full complete Strength Base. So, like I said, we have the Great Shield, pretty much everything bounces off of. Really good guard boost, shoots a Holy Beam to repel spells back out at enemies, protected and high damage. Then we have Blasphemous Blade, heals you upon killing enemies and does extreme damage, fire and physical. I mean, look at this, guys. 296 plus 150 in scaling almost. Then for the fire is 191 plus your 119 in scaling. All in all, we're sitting at 800 with the, you know, with the damage boost. But that's part of the build too. So 756, and we still have more levels to get, right? And when you're rocking the right stuff for it, so something for weight, obviously using the Great Shield, right? Something to boost your incantation damage, something to boost your damage of your weapon, and this, you don't have to use it for guard counters. You know, really, if I was going to set the build for people, I'd tell them, hey, put on something, you know, to take less damage, something to boost your weapon damage, boost your spell damage, and something for weight. You know what I mean? This uses Destined Death, can take a chunk of the enemy's health bar they cannot get back, so it's very, very beneficial in boss fights. Plus, if you do, you know, a stagger enemy, you switch to it for the 110 critical modifier and get more damage on critical attacks. And it does wholly invisible. So, main weapon, side weapon, main shield, steel, having all four of these fully upgraded once we get, you know, the last tier stones, or at least up to plus 10, plus 9, plus 9, plus 24, you know, all the way up as high as you can get it at that time. Using Flame Fall upon them for spread, for AoE, for enemies, you know, you're surrounded, like I said, you can charge it up, you just throw it out quick, really cool. Then your legendary incantations do big, big, big damage. And then it also leaves fire burning on the ground when after it explodes. Then the enemy's sitting there taking more damage from the burn. This is just good to, hey, get off my fucking ass type shit. You know, someone's just close up. Then Flame Cleanse Me to cleanse poison and cleanse rot. So it's for survivability. Flame Grip Me Strength. That's another damage buff. Like, just using that, guys. We're at like 786 or something. Then we jump it. We're at 952 just from that buff being on, you know. Then you can go hit this. And now you're at 1,036 damage, y'all. You know, and we're only at 45, 42 on our stats. So, you know, you just got something here. The full, just complete ass build. You know, I mean, fuck everything. I mean, you know, obviously they're low level enemies, but still, it doesn't really matter. It's going to work the same everywhere. You know what I mean? So it's just a very, very, very solid build. As far as putting this together, we could jump on over to the round table hold. This is gonna probably be the build we take to the DLC, to be completely honest. So I'm gonna go to, like I said, Dex Int for a while, play around with that, upgrade those weapons, show people how that build's put together. Really nice, like one of my favorite Dex Int builds. We've already went over Dex Arcane, and then before you go DLC, I'll come back to this. But these are 6s, these are 7s. I'm going to do 2 with the 8s, so we're missing 3 more Smith and 8s, and we could have that plus 24, and we're actually about to get the very last upgrade map for that, but we're already at NCAT scaling at 269, guys. Which spot is that in 2? L2. 141. We can bring our shield up more too. But how many Sombras do we have? We have 3 8s and 2 9s, and I'm gonna need those for my Int build. We'll get more though, because we're gonna get the bell bearings, you know what I mean, anyways, so not really worried about it. Yeah, that's the full and complete build. You're gonna get one more spell from the Flame Giant. Like I said, I'm not really gonna recommend it because it misses so much, but yeah, it's another good one to put on. If you're surrounded by enemies, it's good. But now at this point, we have infinite 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's only 7 and 8, so we need 1 bell bearing from that. Then same here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need 2 more bell bearings for that, and they're all in Fair Missoula. It's like an episode away, you know what I mean? So we're all good there. Build set up. Like I said, I'm gonna go into Int for a bit. Show you guys that build I toyed around with, kind of found, you know what I mean? It's a lot of fun too, for different reasons. That's like a fire build. This is like a magic and frostbite type thing, you know, complete polar opposite, but very damaging nonetheless. Go down here, put your spear. Now I didn't use a staff for this build. I guess to set it up we could though. See, for the big ones, I probably won't have the intelligence, you know what I mean? And you do need 12, or what was this? Staff of Loss. I mean, that could be a choice. This one, though, will get scaling based off our intelligence. So since I don't really care about the spells too much, it's more about the melee aspects. So we're going to bring both these up to plus 9.
Back or no matter.
Then we can upgrade this shield. Now we're getting more Smith and Stone 8s and 9s, guys. At least while I'm using this shield and these things, it's gonna work out great. Oh, but I didn't have enough Smith and 4s. Because if I want to switch back and forth between Dex Int or Strength Faith, I want my shit all the way upgraded, most guard boost possible, and you know, stuff like that. But this build, I'm gonna show you guys why this shit's so powerful as well. This thing is badass, and it is worth upgrading the shield, more guard boost. It's actually my favorite medium shield, and if we respect, I could easily just put, you know, one more point in to keep this thing on. So this shield can go with either
Back
build.
on our
You
matter.
know, it's 1 point difference. So we're gonna keep it. Sevens are can still be quite rare, but you know, we'll get. Alright, so we're up to what is it, 59? Why did I put no skill on the shield? Sometimes when you change your affinity on your shield, it takes less damage or gets less of other types of damage and changes your guard boost and stuff like that. So, undo, because it comes with no skill anyways. And guard boost is almost at 60. You know, for medium shield, it's phenomenal. And another thing, if you're worried about, like, okay, well, I've tried all these different builds, you know, until I found the one I like, use all these larval tiers, we're going to get, like, a handful. We can go get 2 larval tiers the very first episode of the DLC.
No.
Just to let you guys know. So most of this is going to stay the same. Well, actually, hold on. Because of the fact...
I would.
I want to check out the scaling to make this best, because this thing scales with int just as well as it does strength. So we might just hit the bare strength requirements. You know, we need 18 for that. We need 22. So we could do a few things here for this build, guys. We could bring like our int to the baseline of 22 to get more physical scaling, right? Or we could go high int and dex with a bare minimum of strength and depend on our magic damage for this. You know what I mean? So that way we can get higher scaling with this one, as it has a D in strength. So that's probably what we're going to do. I think more int would be better, because then if we wanted to use spells, we'd actually be able to use those too, right? So, and for this build, I don't even think we're going to need this guy. No, we don't. It's one for damage negation. Frostbite and magic. We don't have the magic scorpion charm, because like I said, that's more of a new game plus type of thing, right? Charged or any of these spells, or any of the acid ward charged. I don't think so, but that'll make them cost less at least. We will have successive attacks with this build, so that'll be good. And then obviously we're gonna run Taker's cameo, so we can still get the heal upon you know, enemies getting killed. So I think that's what we'll run for that. Alright. So
Art thou know? No.
we're gonna need 19 strength. I'm gonna pull 5 from endurance and put it into mind, and then if we do need the weight, I'll just swap out a talisman, no big deal, right? We don't need any faith. I mean, it'd be nice for flame cleanse me. Let's get 35 it. Yeah, that's what's up. Because you can get 50 dex, so you have more points on that. But at the same time, guys, I think that's better, right? Or if we could take, you know, 5 out of mind, because we're not really doing any spells. I guess we could do that, and then just do 45, 45, you know, or 50, 40, which wouldn't be bad either if we were more scaling. But maybe we'll just try to keep these even, see how that plays out.
My thing.
Obviously, and that also gives us the options to use some spells if we wanted to. Like, I never really use spells, but if I was to use some, we'd want something for ranged. Don't have enough for comment. That thing hits like a truck. Use some big ones here. And then obviously this one's a killer. tool is Moonblade for sure. Great Blade Phalanx, defensive. Frozen Ornaments we can't use. Both are enchanted with stuff, so we can't use this. These are good hard hitting spells as well too, guys. But, I mean, that's good enough for now. You know, I ain't trying to waste a whole episode doing this. I've already been recording for 30 minutes, so let's keep going. But I thought we was gonna have 2 episodes left, and we're gonna damn near do it in one still. So Giant Scrape Post. Let's go show you what this thing can do. Alright, so I do like the spear more than the sword, but we'll show you guys the sword. So we're just going through, we'll probably just spend this episode going through clearing like the, you know, how should we do this? I was going to do all the open world stuff, and then next episode hit the boss. But to be honest, all the open world stuff's like right in here, and then the boss is right across the chain. So we might as well just do this front area up to like the church, and then the hero's grave. Alright, so we're just going to go through. So the way this weapon works is, obviously, you see you got your physical, you got your magic, but when you buff it, like if I was to buff it, our magic damage is plus 146, and our plus 256, so you get 100 damage, and it also is going to build up frostbite. This is actually Ghost Blade. So frostbite and heavy magic damage. Right. But if you buff it near your enemy, they take damage from that too. Big damage. So you gotta remember this guy just has a lot of health. A whole lot of health. But yeah, so they take damage from that buff. You know what I mean? Just being near them. A lot of enemies is just gonna flat out kill. Now before we go down here, well, I guess we can check out these guys. These guys are going to start dropping somber 7s left and right, as you can see, because we're in a late game area. And I'd say this build's meant more towards the spear. We're going to get good enough damage with this, you know. There's a big chunk of frostbite damage. But the spear is where it's going to shine as we're getting all that dex and together, you know what I mean? Now the intelligence don't give you as much skilling as the dex, but you know, 45-45, we're split evenly. It's in slot 2. So we're at 673 and 581 on the spear. Now the spear is only 581. With 600, it's pretty average, you know, for most weapons they get. Like I said, not all of them hit 700, 800. But you gotta remember how quick these attacks come out, you know what I mean? We got high crit. Rocking no skill on our shields. We get to our action for anytime we want, right? Before we do anything else, so we're going to go on up to this church and grab the ancient dragon smithing stone for those wanting to fully upgrade a basic weapon. It'll be the first final tier smithing stone we would naturally find. Even the Somber 10, that wasn't natural. We did Bard's side quest. I guess if you did do it and you went to Mogman's Palace and knew where to look, you could have found it. Or if you looked everywhere, just ignore them. Too many of these assholes to deal with. We're just going straight for the church. And you can see the church marked on the map too, guys. But if they want to act tough, this Spear's Astropore is devastating in every sense of it. See what I'm saying? I love this fucking thing. So once again, also very, very, very strong build. We're in heavy. So yeah, you know what I mean? You got a really good range off it without having to touch yourself. off to show people, guys. You're being rude. Anyway, we'll get on up to the church and do what we have planned. I just want to show you guys what, what yet another very, very viable and capable build is possible. So we're going to be invaded here. Now, if you want a katana and you're doing Dex Arcane, man, oh man, this weapon, I've never used it, but I've seen this guy use it. I know it's capable of, and it does blood loss and fire. We might even check that out. We got the larval tears. Not right now, we just respect, but Graver side of grace, so if he kills you, the guy does massive blood loss damage. So that didn't even hit that great. Now, well, we don't have a good staff upgrade either. Kinda gotta keep that in mind. Get that frostbite off. Yeah, beard killer, precision fucking off trying to shoot up. But yeah, so even though you got, staff, there's melee options for, like you could say, I'm gonna do a full melee build, but I'm gonna use a staff. Like give yourself a self-imposed challenge or whatever. Dual as Moonblade, Carry, and Slicer, and you can do melee with the staff. You're not gonna do critical attacks with it. I wish, but you can't do it. So that's full. So as far as progression, getting ready for the DLC and all that shit, guys, there's no more Golden Seeds we can get. There's no more Sacred Tears we can get. We're fully leveled there. We're only missing 3 of our Bell Bearings for our Infinite Somber 1 through 9s and our Infinite Regular 1 through 8s. We're also only missing a few for glow verts and stuff like that. He's a spammer. There's nowhere to go. So you start getting that frostbite off. Where are you going, bro? Is he malfunctioning? Don't do that shit. Goodbye, Okina. That gets you the Rivers of Blood and the Okina Mask. Rivers of Blood, Okina Mask. You need 20 Arcane for this. If I wanted to do a little bit of everything here, we could. We could just take, intelligence down to 20 and put 25 in Arcane and use that shit. But no, you want to build dialed in. That's like New Game Plus. I'm at 60 strength faith. Then we put points in something else too, type of a thing. You know what I mean? But it is badass. I've always wanted to use it. So equal split of physical and fire. So if you wanted to keep your stats perfectly aligned, you know what I mean? Wouldn't be bad. And we're probably just going to do Dex Arcane for the DLC or something like that. I don't know. It's either going to be Strength Faith or Dex Arcane. Just do something different than I've done over there. And I want to, play around with this for a little bit. But yeah, so the only thing that's left is our Hero's Grave. And loose loot in the boss fight. That's it, Obviously, we don't have that much time left, so we're just going to knock out the Hero's Grave. The next episode, we'll do the boss fight and our loose loot. The boss fight's going to take multiple attempts, always does. Fire Giant's a very, very ignorant fight. It's a horrible fight, horrible boss design. Now, it is cool. It's very, how do you say, it's very cinematic. It looks very badass. But it's like, you could be perfect the whole fight, everything goes exactly how you want, then his fat ass rolls over you one time, you're dead. It's just stupid, it's like the way they make it. But I almost forgot, as soon as you leave the church, guys, going up here, jump in the skull's mouth, Ancient Dragon Smith and Stone, your first From there, we're going to leave the church, head on down to the left. But yeah, now so we showed another build though too, guys. I'm happy about that. So Dex Arcane, base strength, show Dex Intelligence. I'd show you Dex Strength, but honestly I just don't care to play with colossal weapons. And most of them are actually just strength builds. You know what I mean? To be completely honest. It's like most of those strength and weapons are just strength builds with just enough intelligence to use those magic scaling weapons. You know, the true scaling's in strength, so. I feel like it's really neat. I don't enjoy the walk. Alright, we're just working our way down, staying to the right. Jump on down. And we're pretty much, you know, same thing, going around. Here's your hero's grave. You're pretty much just going around making sure you got the, you know, the little loose loot. Oh, there's 2 more big hands. I thought there's only 1. Very obnoxious fight. As much as I hate spears, I think you guys are seeing why I do like this. So between the swipes, the magic damage, and the Astral 4, giving some range, huge AoE with it, it's pretty badass. I went up there during notes, I took that guy out, nothing came from it. This is creepy, watch this shit. My first playthrough when that happened, I pretty much jumped out of my skin. I was like, what the fuck? Alright, now there's nothing around the backside or anything like that either, guys. I do like that about spears though. You hold your shield up and block. It's the only weapon you can still get damage while you're blocking as long as you have endurance. Like if the enemy hits you, it's gonna hit your shield, but you can still hit them. You know what I mean? Now, when we go in here, this one's pretty fun. We only have 15 minutes. I do believe we can pull it off. Stone Sword Key is going to get you a good incantation that's going to greatly boost your fire damage negation. So I don't have to tell you why that could be so useful when we're about to fight a guy named Fire Giant, right? So do keep that in mind. So it's going to be like Fire Monks, the big ass watchdogs. It's gonna be another one of those like light catacombs where you gotta bring the shadow enemies into the light, and then after that you'll actually be able to kill them. So just like before, over in Altus, drop Grave Clover at 7. Before you do anything else, just run straight behind them. Now there's some more shadow cats or shadow imps under us, but before we get to them, let's take out what we got, you know what I mean? Alright, come on cat bro. Hey, how they're called watchdogs, they're literally cats. much easier to deal with, right? Heal, mana, drop, marine drop down here. Get the shadow imps, get the glow work, bring these guys to the top so we can kill them. Now this isn't like a trick here tomb like the other ones, but there are some paths. You know what I mean? There are some sneaky little paths. So if you want to get all this stuff, you want to make sure you hit all of them, obviously. Alright, run to the right, hold up your shield. Or just be prepared for this guy, or whatever, it is. What a dumbass. Please drop the sword, please drop the sword. I haven't got the sword in so long. You son of a bitch. Oh, that came out faster than I thought it would. Drop that, that's gonna move the lights. Do I want to drop it for upstairs? Or is that the trick of it? Well, I do see the light though. So there's shadow imps up here behind the stone sword key door, right? Hold on. Someone thinks they're tough. You gotta kill them with the light. So you either bring them all the way down, or you can move that light. I hope. And fuck up. We did fuck up because the light's not there. Okay, so that's the one you're not supposed to mess with. Hold on, guys. You know what? Oh wait, what am I doing? I got a staff now. Yeah, so you don't want to hit it. What you want to do, come back here, grab the items, bring the imps to the light. I told you guys there's some awesome stuff in here for face grip. That's the candle head stand. Pretty badass, actually. Easy work of them. Progressing, and you're already about to the end of this place. There is a little hidden path that we want to take. So you're going to take this down. When you send it back up, there's like a little cubby under the elevator. Then you can write it down for the fire giant seal, whatever it's actually called, but that's what it is. And we'll go ahead and do that first. And then we'll come up and take out the boss. For the boss, we're going to have to get the light here. Bring a big troll, kill him, and he acts as a key. Same thing as Altus. And there, see the lights there now? And you don't have to run to get in this cubby. You actually do have plenty of time. But there is going to be two more watchdogs down here. They bring the light with you. Yeah, damn it. They do have a chance to drop the great sword they have. You have to pull this one over. If he feels like coming. We'll have to see if he feels like coming. But one more time, Brady. know we were trying to just do like a circle of this place. Run down here and get a Glover at 9. Or 8, sorry. I remember it was a really late one. I hope I didn't take the wrong ladder. It's starting to look like it. Fuck yeah, I took the wrong ladder. This is how you get back up. So you go on up there and, you know, get to your boss door. But we have to go fight another prelate so we can get the seal. And then after we take him out, you're able to drop back down, then take that ladder and get out. Okay, 51 minutes in. We should have just enough time. You're going out to the right. There's your prelate. That's gonna make it hard for us to get to it. Oh, you bitch. That worked out. Where's our stagger? Oh, at the end. Of course, every time. Alright, we got him. Grab your seal. Giant seal is going to boost the incantations that were actually on our, you know, our faith strength build. Now it's time to go pull the troll into the light and take out a boss that uses frostbite. So that drops us back down. Oh yeah, because there is no way to use the elevator to bring it back up. You gotta actually climb up and then, you know, call the elevator again to move the light up for the troll. Grab that. That drops us back down. Like I said, just like in Altus, we're going to pull this guy over to the light, take him out. He's got a lot of health. Does a fair bit amount of damage. All in all, not so bad. Come on, you can do it. At least he's actually running this time. Oh, you were so close. You were so close. That's horse shit, bro. No, I did not just miss. Guess I can use my axe one more time. I'm not using fire anymore. I wonder if that boosts Ghost Flame though. I am curious of that. It's called Ghost Flame. You know what I mean? but it procs frostbite, so it's kind of the opposite. But regardless, we have the stone barb cracked here and there that will help break stanch. I gotta tell you about this boss. We fought these guys before. We died, we get back to them. Damn it, motherfucker. Not letting me that shit. Dagger him. Yeah, he does not want us to land a fucking hit, it looks like. I mean, you see what I'm saying? It's ridiculous, bro. Alright, there's our chance to get this hit. Still ain't staggered. That more ice storm. I don't even think we actually have Steak America here, do we? I hope so. Oh, we do. Okay. But I really don't remember one, to be completely honest. Let's try this again. Now we could use this weapon, it's just, he's frostbite, so we do get to boost the magic damage. Yeah, almost 800 with the There you go, that's what you do. What the fuck? Dude, why aren't these guys already staggered? Like, I'm genuinely curious. Really? Okay. Well, I guess they do. Do you guys know how many times that's even happened to us doing the playthrough? Like, how many times their stagger didn't get broke so the fight was fucking over with? But that's fine. From here, we're going to jump back over to Giants. No, this would be better. Church of Repose. Looks like we'll have enough to grab the level. Go with Dex. And we're going to close on out here. So, next episode, guys, we will be moving forward. Just getting the loose loot here, crossing the chain, taking out the boss, then getting on into Fair Missoula, at least get our first sight of grace and see if we can grab some bell bearings. And then we're either going to fully do this up to and kill Malekith and get the first sight of grace in the Ashen Capital at the end of the game, then do all of our optional stuff, or do our optional stuff after, the Fire Giant. So we're going to, I'm going to go through notes to see what's best. But either way, y'all stay tuned and we will return here shortly.